Hello, fellow developers. Today, I'm gonna show you how to use AI in Unity Engine and in Visual Studio Code. So, this is a tutorial video. Let's get started. So, first of all, you would need to download Visual Studio Code from the official webpage. So, I already have it, so I don't need to do this right now, but I'm just letting you to know. So then, you also would need to have a Unity editor. You can take it from unity.com/download right there. Download, install it. It's going to be Unity Hub. It's going to look like this kind of software. And here, you can create a new project. That's what I'm going to do with you today. So let's do that. Let's use Universal 3D. Unity Hub provides like a lot of different templates project. You can choose any one which you need to make it work. Like FPS actually going to be fun to have, but I'm gonna make I'm gonna use a simple one. It's gonna be just Universal 3D. Let's set where we're gonna put it in. Let's say I'm gonna actually do a demo folder, AI demo folder, because I'm gonna do many projects later. So AI demo, and here let's set this folder and let's give it a name. So Visual Studio Code, or just VS Code. It's gonna be fine. VS Code local. Click on this one, and we're good to go. So let's click Create Project, and Unity gonna keep work on it. And then we need the last part. We need AI, right? Oh yeah, talking about AI. So you would also may need to choose which AI provider you would like to get. For this demo, I'm gonna use GitHub Copilot, which is a very good one. GitHub Copilot. Let's take a look. So you can take it here, but maybe it has some trial. I'm not sure. So it's like, yeah, the tool I'm gonna show you, that one is free, but like AI itself is not free. But GitHub has a very cheap option. It's like just $10 a month. And you have a lot of stuff, a lot of LLM models, and like the most modern LLM models, like Gemini 3 Pro, which is probably the best one at this moment of time. But in the same time, you have completely free models like GPT 4.0, which is good enough actually, and GPT-5 Mini, which is like not the best for sure, but definitely like a pretty good one, especially when you know it's free, right? So let's say you're gonna have a GitHub Copilot, and I'm gonna show you a tutorial about that. So we have Visual Studio Code, GitHub Copilot, Unity, and we need to install AI Game Developer into your Unity project as only it's going to be opened. It is open, perfect. I'm gonna delete this README stuff, tutorial stuff, because that's just the default stuff that Unity creates for you. I don't need this one for this demo. All right, so let's switch back. Here you have a couple of options how to install it. Option 1, you download the installer. Just click on it and take it. Option 2, if you have npm installed on your machine and you are handy in the command line, you can use this command. But just make sure you have OpenUPM installed, and here's an instruction how to do that if you want. So I'm gonna show you a way with installer. So let's do that. Let's download the installer. Let's put it here. Replace it. Yeah, because I had it. All right. So when it's downloaded, you can click on it. It's gonna ask you what to do. You know what? No, I don't like this way. Let's open Unity. In Unity, you can click Assets and then Import Package, import package, custom package, and just simply choose that file like this. All right, so this file is opened. You have an option, like you actually just need to click on import. It is gonna add the installer this folder into your project. So take a look at my folder. I have assets, scenes, settings, and input system file. So this one, I'm going to add com Ivan Morzak folder, and inside is going to be AI Game Developer. So just click import. So it's taking the files into your project right now. As soon as it's going to be done, Unity going to recompile the code. And as only the Unity going to recompile the code, the installer going to be automatically activated. It's already happening right now on my screen. And it is installing AI stuff with all the dependencies it has to have. It's going to be done like in 10 seconds. And we're going to get to go. Perfect. We don't care about this. That's good. That's perfect. We have this window right here. Okay, so we have AI Game Developer, and just because this demo is about Visual Studio Code, so we will need to click on this button because we need to configure our Unity project for, actually, it's a bit incorrect. We need to configure Visual Studio Code to use AI in Unity. So, and this button is about this. So we're gonna configure Visual Studio Code specifically for Copilot. And that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna click configure, and it's done. So right now, I would need to open this project in Visual Studio Code in exactly the same folder. That's important because this configuration, it is location sensitive. If you're gonna open your Visual Studio Code in a different folder, it's not gonna work. All right, so let's do that. In Visual Studio Code, I'm gonna open the folder, open folder. All right, I'm gonna go to the location of the demo project, VS Code, that's the folder. This one. All right, yeah, we are here. So we need this VS Code folder. Let's click select. And it's gonna open it right now. All right. And here we go. We have AI on the right side right here. And we also need to open extensions right here. Let's take a look. I'm gonna show you what's going on right there. So in the extensions window, you may see AI Game Developer is already here. It was added just because I did click on this configure button previously. So right now it's configured, but you still need to launch it. So right here, you need to click on this button and click start server. All right. So it's going to ask some permission. Sure, no problem. We trust this stuff, right? Yeah, just in case. I'm creator of this stuff, so you can trust it. If you trust me, of course. I don't know. All right. So here, if you want, you can see some logs. So that's the logs from this server, MCP server. It's not very important for this demo, but just if you're gonna have some problems, you might take a look what's going on right there. And here you can see like it's already discovered 45 tools. The tools, they are coming from Unity project. I'm gonna move it away. So right here, we have the list of many different tools in Unity. Each of them is doing something. Some of them are extremely flexible because like there is a tool for executing script. So it's just like gonna create, like AI can create any C# code and execute it immediately, even without creating a file in your project, which is extremely fast because Unity not gonna recompile anything. Just gonna happen instantly, like in 1 or 2 milliseconds, like very fast. And like AI can do any manipulation in entire Unity editor by creating a small chunk of C# code, executing it directly, and just do anything with Unity editor API or even with your custom API of your project. So that's pretty doable. All right, so we have all of this stuff. You can disable any of them if you want. So if the tool is disabled, it means AI not going to see that. Also, important point, if a tool is disabled, it's also not gonna occupy a context. A context, that's a memory of AI. So if you're gonna put too much stuff into the context, into the memory, AI gonna be not very efficient because AI operate more efficiently as more free context it has. So I would really recommend you to disable the tools what you don't need to have at all. For example, if you're not gonna use AI for manipulating with game objects, creating prefabs, like changing light parameters or something like that, you can disable anything about game object, component, and maybe even scene, but I would recommend to keep scene. Um, so there are very, like, I would say helpful tools if you are a developer and you need to develop stuff in Unity, run unit tests, create C# code. You can just activate about like 3 or 4 tools. It's like everyone from script delete, execute, read, update, or create, and test runner, which is like the most important one probably, because test runner creates infinity loop. It can let AI to run tests to verify like what AI just done is okay, it's correct, it's valid. And also it's going to be validated about C# compilation errors, if any. So yeah, it's pretty helpful one for developers, engineers. All right, so we have tools. I'm gonna put it here inside. It's gonna be easier. Let's set it on. All right, so you see the status become connected. That is because I started the server. Let me show you something. So I'm gonna disable the server right here. I'm gonna stop it. And the status right here, immediately turn it to connecting. If you don't want to use AI for any reason, you can just stop it. It's not gonna even try to connect. And if you're gonna launch the server with this stuff, like servers just launch it, there are new logs right here appeared. It's still not connected because we are not trying to connect. So let's turn it on, and it's gonna connect automatically to the server. And server is living inside of the VS Code. So if I'm gonna close VS Code, let me show you. The server shut down automatically, and you need to get disconnected. The important point here, you need to have a single pair. So we have Unity editor, one subject. We have VS Code, another one subject. Just a single one here, single one here. If you're gonna create 2 Unity, try and both connecting to the same exact port on the same machine, that's not gonna be good. In the same, on other hand, if you're gonna open 2 VS Code with the same AI Game Developer server, launch it, it's also not gonna be good. If both of them gonna even use the same port, one of them even gonna fail. It's not even gonna launch. When you're gonna create a new project in Unity Editor, by default, this port gonna be randomized. So that's unlikely it's gonna be the same port, right? So it's like a bit simpler. But yeah, I guess you got it. All right, so let me open VS Code again. All right. Let's start the server. Let me move it here. So it's still connecting. I'm gonna start the server right here. The logs done. 45 tools detected. All right, it's connected. Oh yeah. By the way, let me show you some stuff. So right now we have 45 tools. Let's just disable 2 of them. Right. So it's gonna be 43. Okay. Let's switch back to here. So you may see it immediately. So it's gonna get updated. So it works on a fly. In runtime, it's dynamic. Any tool is dynamic. You can even create your own custom tool right here exactly in your project. The syntax is very simple. Actually, I can show you. So it's like, one sec, customize MCP, add custom MCP tool. So if you're gonna create a C# class in your project and you're gonna put something like this, so let me explain briefly. There are key points. You need to have MCP plugin tool attribute at your class, and you need to have MCP plugin tool, another attribute. This is tool type, and this is just tool at your function, at your method, right? So as only it's going to be done, that's it. That's AI tool. It's going to automatically appear here in this window. You may see it. You may search for it by name, like like wherever you're gonna put the name of that file is gonna be here, of that function of that tool. The name is right here, so you can put it there. Oh, sorry, the name is right here. It's title. This is ID. And if you want to let AI know extra information about this tool, you can add this description right here. So AI gonna read this text like a human and understand it. So it's gonna help AI to understand like how to use this tool, when to use this tool, and what data it should be set inside right there. All right, it was a small off topic. Let's get back to the main topic. So we're gonna make it run. And we actually already made it. So let me just swap the model to a free one. So GPT-5 mini, it's 0x, which means free. I'm not gonna pay for that just because I'm gonna have a lot of demos with you guys. All right, so let's do some stuff. Let me clear logs. Let me open scene and let me ask AI to do something like create 10 different primitive figures in the scene and set them on a random set them on the floor and turn them with random rotation like that. And also add a floor 100 by 100. That's it. Okay, let's hit enter. Oh, I forgot to say one more thing. So it's probably gonna work, but sometimes it could be some issues at this moment as well. And just to cover that, right here at the bottom, you have a small configure tools button. Let's click on it. So you may see what AI have access to right now, and we need to be sure AI game developer is checked on, and like internally it also some stuff is turned on. So like you can disable it here if you want, but please keep remember, if you disable it here, it is still in the AI context and it's still gonna drain the memory of AI, which is not very efficient. I mean, it's actually useless. You just say an AI to do not use it, but AI still reads all of this and it spends the context memory. So if you want to truly disable it and remove it from the context, turn it off right here. And it's going to be removed from AI context completely. AI not going to know about this anymore. All right. So, and when you're done configuring this, hit OK, and that's it. Just for this demo, don't do that, but I'm gonna do just for the demo. I want to be sure AI gonna use my tools here from AI Game Developer instead of using default tools from Copilot, just for the demo. So I'm gonna disable a couple of stuff. I'm gonna disable edit, and that's enough. That's fine. Okay, hit enter. Done. So Copilot asking me some questions like, do I allow to create scripts, which is, that's fine. Yeah, we want to do that. Let's say allow, that's fine. So it created rotator script in this project. It started to do some stuff. Let's allow. I don't think it's good. It's doing something good actually. Maybe because I just disabled the tools. Yeah, could be a problem. Yeah. Okay, well, hold on. Yeah, I messed up a bit with all that stuff. Let me cancel it. Gonna cancel it. I'm gonna start a new window. By the way, important point right here. So if you do something like a task, and let's say it's done, it's completed, do not continue in the same chat, because like each message in the chat, it still drains the context memory. It's going to be much more efficient if only you don't need AI to remember everything what had been done before to do in the next task. If that's a brand new task, or you want to start over, just click on new chat button here and let's prompt wherever you want. So I'm gonna send another prompt because I changed a couple of stuff, tools, etc. So let's say let's see what it's gonna do right here. Let's be sure it's connected. All right, let's keep going. keep going. It's gonna take a minute probably. Anyway, at this point we actually achieved the goal. So we have AI connected, Visual Studio Code is configured, Unity Editor is connected to AI, so everything works. The only another thing is left. It's like it's up to you what you're gonna do. So you can type any prompt in the chat. That's it. It's gonna do something. Please remember about having clear context. Please remember to like if you like have purchased purchased GitHub, I would highly recommend you to use Gemini 3 Pro. That is like crazy good. Oh, and recently, by the way, Google released Gemini 3 Flash. I hadn't yet tried. Probably it also good, but we'll see. And you will see this coefficient right here. It's 0.33, which means like it's gonna drain your capacity of the like Copilot give you some amount of requests you can run. It's probably measured in tokens. So this one gonna drain to tokens slower, which is good for you. But keep in mind, probably it's gonna be not a smart model. So it depends on your needs. If you have like a simple task, a very simple one, that's gonna be fine. All right. So AI had done something. I have no idea what it had done. I just saw it recompile some stuff. And actually I don't like what it had done. So I'm gonna say create 3 cubes in the scene. All right. And I hope it's gonna do the job. I saw it made some C# script somewhere, but that's not what I expected to have. Yeah, primitive spawner. Oh, I see the point. Oh, okay. Yeah, so that's also very important to describe well what you expect AI to do, specifically like with technical details. I had a very like way too much simple prompt. So it made for me a button in Unity Editor, which is actually pretty cool. So it should be, where is it? Tool spawns. Okay, I see. So yeah, that's the stuff. Yeah, I can spawn like 3 cubes. I can spawn floor and primitives. Okay, let's just click on it. All right, that's it. So that's what AI done for us, and yes, it works. Not in the exact way I expected it to work, but yeah, it's okay. So all right. Yeah, that's it. And let me try one more thing. Just want to be sure everything is fine because I still have a feeling like AI does not see the tools. So let's just ask it. What tools do you see? And it's not gonna lie, just gonna like drop a list of tools that are available for AI right now. And let's take a look. Yes, it has tools from AI Game Developer, script, assets, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, looks good. Okay. So let's ask AI, change the light color in the scene directly. Don't need to use C#. I just want to be sure it's gonna call it one of the tools directly in the Unity editor, and it's gonna be a visual difference. So the light gonna be changed to some different color. Oh, I forgot to specify color, but I hope it's gonna understand it. And let's see what's gonna happen. Okay, it asked me a question like, what color do you want? Okay, I want to say purple. Let's say purple. Perfect. It's gonna do that. So, by the way, talking about this, I didn't specify details what exactly I expect to have. I just said change the light color to purple. Okay, so AI is good enough to, and also to have all the tools to get the access to the scene. It's already looking for a game object right now. You can see. It looked for a scene, it looked for a game object, and right now it's going to modify the game object, and the color become purple, right? So if you would like to see specifically what the JSON the AI produced to manipulate this data, you can click right here, and so the first panel, this is the input. That's what AI generated and sent to the MCP tool, which is AI Game Developer. And then that's what the tool, AI Game Developer, returned back, the data. So it has like detailed logs about what specifically was changed here. It's going to be more readable. So it tried to populate light, no fields populated, and then success property was populated. Yeah, field and property, that's different things. In C#, we're not gonna talk about that. But yeah, the color get populated, and here we go, it's become purple. And you can do literally anything with AI right here. You can like ask it to create prefabs, to create C# code, to run tests, wherever you want. It's like no limits at all. Like I swear, no limits. It's just crazy. It's like, I mean, sometimes you may get stuck in some AI troubles. Like that's a common issue, but that's fixable. And to fix that, you might definitely need to, first of all, to choose a better model if that's an option. Like model means a lot. If I'm gonna switch to Gemini 3 Pro, it's gonna be 5 times smarter, and it's going to understand me way more faster and plan the task much better. A lot of improvements, and that's just at this moment of time, which is end of the December 2025. I'm pretty sure like in a couple of months it's going to be another model. In the next couple of months it's going to be another model, and they're going to become just better and better. So the progress is going to be good on that track. So yeah, swap the model, keep the context clean, don't waste it, and remove as much unnecessary tools you can, because it's going to free the context as well. So you can disable them here in this window, and also you can disable some of them here specifically. Yeah, from what I know for now, it's not going to remove it from the context, but sometimes it may help you to at least block AI to do not use it. Yeah, that's it. All right, guys, I hope that's a helpful tutorial. Please ask any questions if you have any in the comments down below. And yeah, also I'm gonna drop the links to all of this stuff, especially for this AI stuff for Unity, which I made. This is AI Game Developer or Unity MCP. And by the way, in a few words, MCP, that's the universal connector of anything with AI. So that's how it works under the hood, if you're curious. All right. See you next time. Thank you, guys.